Hey resellers, I hope that you have had a fantastic, a phenomenal, a super prosperous 2021. This year has brought me so much joy, especially right here on this YouTube channel. So I thought it was only fitting that we review the top moments on this channel. Here it is, the top 10. Alrighty. So one of my friends, Adam, Pittsburgh Picker, just did a video like this, and it was by and large one of my most favorite reseller videos I have seen in a long time. I loved it so much that I reached out and said, Adam, can I copy your video? Can I do the same type of video and give you credit? So you guys, I'm linking below in the description the video that Adam did that I'm kind of piggybacking on the idea because I just love the way that he did it. He showed us all the clips and went through the top 10 with a few honorable mentions on his channel. And you know, I feel like it's a very good sampling as well of what a channel is all about. So that is also why I want to bring this to you guys, to anyone that has subscribed, because there are a lot of new subscribers over here. I want to give you a look about what you missed in 2021 and how this channel really grew. Okay guys, so this very first video, be kind and keep in mind that I had really only been releasing content for about 3 weeks when I decided to do a collaboration because, you know, I had 3 weeks of experience. Why not ask other people to join me, right? Collaborating with other YouTubers is a phenomenal way to grow your channel, and I guess I just wanted to jump right into it. So here is the clip of my very first collaboration ever, and you'll never believe who agreed to collaborate with us. Hey resellers, thank you so much for clicking on this video and checking this out today. I am super excited to welcome you to a video series that I have collaborated with other resellers and YouTubers that we have titled Thrifting Across America. Wait. Let's just pause here for just a second. I just want to mention, because it's worth mentioning, that this entire clip that you're going to see, the entire video was filmed in one take on a very old phone, and there is absolutely no editing. The R behind me is even backwards. Like, guys, I had literally been making videos for 3 weeks. Bear with me. Let's see what I say. I reached out to 3 other resellers and challenged them to take just $20 into their thrift stores, retail arbitrage, Goodwill bins, wherever they wanted to spend the $20, just to showcase what they could find in their community, town, cities, for $20. And this is things that are really typical in their area that they can usually find. Our next reseller is someone that, if you are in reselling at all, you understand how important he is to the community, and I will tell you that he encouraged me to take my channel very seriously because he is infectiously positive, and I realized that I want to see more of that in the reselling community. So I want to put out into this community what I want to see more of. His name is Josh, and you guys know him as Harry Tornado, and I am beyond thrilled that he agreed to this collaboration with us with small channels, you guys. I know he has had tremendous growth on his channel and great success in a relatively short amount of time. I know those days may not have felt very short to him, but he is just successful at everything he puts his hands to. So definitely someone that we were beyond excited to collaborate with, and genuinely a nice guy. Everything that Rachel from February said, I agree wholeheartedly with. Josh is one of the reasons why I started this channel, and seeing his positivity, I wanted to influence people with the same type of positivity. So if you gather motivation from my positivity and you don't already subscribe to Josh's channel, definitely head over there and subscribe to him. But his willingness to not only answer my messages and my questions, but to collaborate with such a small channel probably boosted my self-esteem as a creator more than he will ever know, and has absolutely contributed to this channel being what it is today. I can't wait to see where I am another year from now, but it's so interesting to look back on where I was almost a year ago. Okay, so this next video was my very last video that I filmed without a camera. So this is still filmed on my phone, but this was following a huge snow. Do you guys remember the huge snow we got? I think it was in March. The entire country was snowed in. Like, we had over a foot of snow here. The kids were out of school for 2 weeks because we don't know how to handle snow here. And I decided to get creative, made a video about what to do when you're snowed in as a reseller and how to handle that. This video was almost strictly comedic, and in my opinion, it hasn't got the views it deserves. My whole family got in on this, and it's really funny. The link to every video that I'm discussing is in the description, so if you want to see this whole video and how funny it really is, definitely check that out after you've watched this video. I want you guys to remember that not everyone is even getting snow, so really capitalize on this opportunity. I feel like you could sell this. Caribbean nations would buy it, folks in Florida, people in Florida and other areas that aren't getting snow, like Florida. I mean, you're basically just shoveling money in. And these are flat rate envelopes to just really pack it in there, you know? Just really. Florida. People in Florida. If you're not into flat lays, don't worry. You can experiment with a lot of different options. Mother Nature can prove to be a really exciting background for some of your inventory. I'm kidding, do not. I don't know, maybe, you know what, who am I to tell you how to resell? You take those pictures in the snow if you want to. Check in on your neighbors, you guys. All of us need to be working together to make sure everyone is well cared for. Hey, I just wanted to check in on you guys, make sure you're staying warm, you have plenty of food to eat, distract you for a little bit.
Wait, is that your husband? Is he taking our car hood?
Okay, maybe your neighbors aren't the best sourcing opportunity, but I do encourage you to check in on them. All right, guys, here is another video that, in my opinion, just has not seen enough airtime. It is requested a lot. This is the first video that I made about how to ship breakables. And in this video, I'm explaining a method that I use that I don't feel like a whole lot of people use. Some folks do, but let's just cut to the video. All right, guys, we're about to drop 4 vintage etched glass plates off a 2nd-story balcony. You might be thinking, is this dumb, Rachel? Is this overkill, Rachel? Is this necessary, Rachel? I'm here to tell you it is all those things. Let's see what happens. Should I just toss it? Should I drop it gently? Okay, 2nd-story balcony here, you guys. I didn't hear like a shatter or anything. That sounded serious though. A moment for the plates. Thank you for possibly giving your lives in the name of shipping science. I feel like we were either wildly successful or I just broke 4 plates. Let's see what happens. X marks the spot, still an X on my box here. All right. Do you think that they're whole? You guys saw it fall. 1 plate. 2 plates. Guys, I threw this off a 2nd-story balcony. 3 plates. Oh, I thought there was a crack. There's not a crack. 4 plates, you guys. Whole and unharmed. So this video was so fun to create because my husband and I got a little bit silly and we put a glass vase inside of a box, used this packing method, and then we'll check out what we did with it. Sounds broken.
Yeah, most likely. I bet it was something nice though.
If you want to see if that glass vase actually survived, you know I'm going to tell you. The link to the video is in the description. Check it out after you finish watching this. Number 5 on my list is going to be the video that I presented to you guys, my idea to trade my death pile in. And what was I wanting to trade it for? A car. Check this out. Okay guys, bear with me. This is kind of an unplanned and definitely unscripted style YouTube video today, but I'm just having these ideas and I'm thinking I need to document this because this may help someone else that finds themselves in the same position as me. Like, with an unforeseen large bill or payment coming due on something, I want to know basically, can I buy a new car? And I don't mean like brand new. I mean new to me, a nice car, if I work really, really hard with 1 month on eBay. Like, is it possible to buy, I don't know, like $15,000, $20,000 car working really, really hard every single day for a month on eBay? I mean, we always say that this is, you know, the type of job where you could make basically as much as you want to make. Is that true? I want to make enough to buy a car working really, really hard for 30 days on eBay. Like, let's find out if it's possible. The reason I chose that video as one of my highlights and one of my top favorite moments on this YouTube channel this year is because that video and that idea catapulted my reselling to the next level. You're gonna see that here in a few videos and another one that I discussed, but guys, that's when I really, really buckled down and started taking every single step, and every move that I make in this business will like my business. That slogan was born very early on in the life of this channel, but it really became true when I decided to trade the death pile in for a car. So I got a lot of requests for updates on that, and several videos followed. If you're not aware, little spoiler alert here, I have the money for my car now, but man, is it ever a hard time to buy a used car. So when the right car comes up, eBay and reselling has afforded me the ability to go pay cash for one. But that was definitely a favorite moment because it's just incredible to see that if you pump the gas on a business like this, you absolutely can make whatever you want to make. Like there's no ceiling to a reselling business. And I guess that's why that has been one of my favorite video moments for 2021. During 2021, I got really familiar with a lot of you guys by coming to your live shows, hanging out in the chat with those of you who don't have YouTube channels or don't host live shows. But then people began to ask me, Rachel, when are you gonna host a live show? But my biggest fear was that I would host a live show and only my parents and my husband would show up. I developed a concept for a live show, and I asked you guys on a pre-recorded video if you'd like to see it become a Friday night live show, and you all said yes. So that was the birth of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly on eBay this week, which is my Friday night live. Happens every Friday at 8 o'clock Central, except for this Friday because it's New Year's Eve. I reached out to one of my all-time favorite YouTubers and asked Drew Profit Monsters if he would bestow his eBay knowledge on you guys for the inaugural episode, and he did. Here's a little clip from that show, and you can just see in this clip how excited I was, but also how absolutely nerve-wracking nervous I was.
Hello everybody, hey resellers, thanks so much for tuning in today. We decided to just jump in this thing together live since you already know who my extra super special guest is today. I am thrilled beyond measure that Drew agreed to be over here and to support me on this endeavor. I definitely tried hard to pick a full-time reseller that kept things real with you guys, because today we're going to be talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly on eBay this week. And so while I like to keep things very super positive, we sometimes need to talk about a little bit of the negative also. So we'll give you guys a little bit of time to jump in, and I'm going to try to pull up the chat here also. But Drew, say hi to everybody and introduce yourself in case they live under a rock and don't know who you are.
What's going on, guys? My name is Drew. I go by Profit Monsters on YouTube and Drew_thrifts and flips on Instagram. I'm a full-time reseller. I've been doing this for about 2.5 years. And yeah, I'm married. I got 2 kids and I'm loving life. I love what I do. I love flipping. I love thrifting and reselling stuff. And I totally agree, though. I think that, you know, you have to be able to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I'm so happy that you asked me, because there's not a lot of people that talk about it. You see all the people showing their package stacks and, you know, all these happy things that are going on. But the truth of the matter is there's so many assets of reselling and factors that people don't talk about enough. And it's something that I actually really enjoy talking about. So I'm really excited that you asked me to be on the show.
So the live show actually became a thing before I got my new laptop, and I have this tiny little like notebook laptop that I had in this office. Everything set up, the backdrop was all behind me. I was ready to go live. Drew and I are backstage in a StreamYard about to go live, and guys, it didn't have the processing speed. I looked like Minecrafty. I was so pixelated. So at the last minute, I was late for my very first live and we had to change everything. I threw a sheet up behind me in another room of the house, got on my desktop computer and used like a webcam. So that's why the picture quality isn't quite that great. That was literally thrown together, not even at the last minute, past the last minute, and I was like 4 minutes late for my very first live show. Since that initial live, I have had the honor of going live with you guys, with some of my absolute most favorite resellers, and it has meant the world to me that all of them agreed to be on. I've hosted with the ATL Flippers, Derek and Jasmine, Dennis the Cape Cod Resellers, Josh and Brittany of Flip Spines Fun F3, Adam Baldy Pal, Carissa the Chosen Goods Reseller, Marcus of Dixon's Pickens, Zach Utah and Bought and Gone, Chase Dreaming on a Budget, Scott the Cha-Ching King, Haley Tornado herself, how full circle was that moment, and Pittsburgh Picker Adam and his fiance Sarah. Even better than the guest and the co-host that I've had on has been you guys showing up in the chat, giving us a lot to talk about, supporting us, making the chat so lively and fun. Like my husband, who's not a reseller, connects with you guys in the chat and loves you guys. Like we both view you guys as actual real life friends. And so if you weren't in the chat, the live show wouldn't be what it is. So I have to thank you. If you've never been on the show, if you've just come into the show, if you watch the replay of the show, if you leave comments, if you like videos, if you're subscribed to the channel, like you are the reason this video is even here today. Because without you guys, I'm just in my office talking to a Canon. Like the channel very much depends on you. So I just want to wholeheartedly say thank you. Number 7 on my list of favorite moments of 2021 would have to be this moment where I sold a chip on eBay. Hey resellers, thanks so much for tuning into today's video. Listen, I was never a cheerleader in high school, but I consider myself a cheerleader in life, and I consider it an extreme privilege that I get to cheer you guys on, especially on your reselling journey or on any small business that you're working on in life. And today, my cheer for you is that you can do anything, that anything is possible, the possibilities are endless, and you can in fact sell anything on eBay. And about a week ago, I listed a potato chip. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know that this happened. And I just thought, you know what? I'm gonna list this potato chip. I'm gonna see what happens. And you know what? I sold the potato chip. I put it up at a 7-day auction for 99 cents plus shipping. And 7 days later, the buyer paid $46.22 for this air puffed potato chip. Now, of course, we all know my friends, the ATL Flippers, Derek and Jasmine, bought that chip. And they bought that chip for a couple different reasons. They agree with me that we should show everyone and support the idea that you can truly sell anything on eBay, but also they wanted to support me, which is just so phenomenal. I love this community and everything that you guys bring to it, and I will forever, ever brag to people that I sold a chip on eBay. Next up on my list of favorite moments of 2021 is this next video where I showed you guys how I took my 90-day total from $6,200 to over $14,000 in just 90 days. So you want to grow your 90-day total on eBay beyond average to something spectacular? Step number 1, stop being average. But I knew it was not what I was capable of. I had 938 listings and 188 items sold within that 90-day period. That is a 20% sell-through rate, and I knew for a fact that I could grow that sell-through rate into something better. Fast forward 3 months later to October 22nd, where my gross sales 90-day total on eBay was $14,430 with 1,374 active listings and 449 items sold within that 90-day period. That video was definitely part of the Trading in My Death Pile for a Car series, and I think, again, it just goes to show you, if you're willing to step on the gas, like you can go places in a relatively short amount of time really quickly. The sky's the limit in this reselling business. So I really love that video because I just think that it showcases that. And for someone that is at 6,000 right now, to see someone go to 14,000 within 90 days, it always helps to see firsthand from someone that it is possible. I have to give a huge honorable mention as one of my favorite moments on this channel, my opening music. It has come so far. You guys, at the beginning of the year, there was no opening music. And then there was like borrowed royalty-free music that I found online with this really crummy graphic from the only editing software I had at the time. And that has evolved into what you guys see today, the pink, white, and black where my name flashes across, and I have custom music. So my custom music, in case you don't follow along on Instagram, you might not be aware that the custom music that you hear at the beginning of my current videos is a beatbox. It's a beatbox by a young man that lives in my community. He's 15 years old, and I approached him and asked if he would create a custom 10-second beatbox for my intro. He even worked my last name in there. So if you've ever heard like Miss Strickland in the intro music, yes, it is in there. Let's listen to it now because it is worthy of mention as one of my favorite things of 2021 for this channel. This is my intro.
Alrighty.
So I was live with Little Miss Q last night, and someone in the chat said that they were already missing me because they got used to seeing daily content in what is another one of my favorite moments of 2021, and that is Vlogmas. Hey resellers, thanks so much for tuning in to today's video. I am super stoked about this because I'm doing something that I've always watched other people do and always thought it would be so much fun to do. Let's call it part 1 of a 25-part series. What is it, a 31-part series? I'm not even sure. Does this go to the 25th? Does this go all the way through December? This is part 1 of Reseller Vlogmas. Vlogmas was really, really hard, but it taught me so much, you guys, about making a better video. And even while I was doing this, I was going back and looking at those videos from like January and February, and it's definitely a mixed bag because some moments are really cringe, and then some moments I can't help but to appreciate the hard work that I've put into researching and editing and like learning how to make a better video, because the whole point is to entertain you guys while I educate you about being able to make money and work from home. I wish I could express to you guys the amount of work that truly goes into that, but maybe just this top 10 list and seeing the progress from January to now, you'll appreciate all of the efforts that really goes into making this channel. We're here. The #1 most favorite thing that's happened in 2021, and it absolutely could not have happened without every single one of you guys. Take a look at this clip from my October video about goal setting. Step 2, and possibly one of the most important aspects of goal setting, is to give that goal a deadline. The deadline that I've set for my $15,000 90-day total over on eBay is by the end of the year. So that is by December 31st, I would like to have $15,000. I will have $15,000 90-day total over on eBay. And I will have 5,000 subscribers on this channel by December 31st. Those are 2 goals. I have clearly defined the goals and I've given them a deadline. So that was a loud announcement to the entire world that this channel would have 5,000 subscribers by today. Guys, take a look. It happened yesterday, and it didn't happen without every single one of you. Every single person. Let me be honest with you for just a minute. This past Monday, I realized that I only had 5 days left to make this happen, and I started to wonder if it would happen. I don't want to say I doubted it, but obviously I doubted it. I doubted the potential. I doubted that it could happen because I still needed like over 400 subscribers. Well, on Tuesday night, I was hanging out in Harry Tornado's live, and we see this full circle again, right? He sees my comment in his video, and Josh knows what my goals are for this channel for 2021, and he brings up the fact that I'm trying to get to 5,000 subs by the end of the year. 1,700 people are in the chat, and he asked them to go subscribe to my channel. Immediately, I think 120 people did. That was incredible. The next day, my husband shares the channel, Zach Utah and Bot and God shares the channel, and Courtney Bolo Buddies shares it over on her Facebook group. You guys, I wish that I could, but I don't think I could even call out every single one of you by name that shared my channel over the next 48 hours. The Nashville Flippers shared it on TikTok. Courtney's over there on Facebook. Josh is on YouTube. Countless of you guys are sharing it on Instagram. Like, I don't think there was a social media that didn't have a plug for me somewhere. In some of the final hours yesterday, right before I hit 5,000 subscribers, someone commented on my YouTube channel, "I wish I could tell you exactly who sent me here, but I've seen about 20 resellers mention you in the last 48 hours. Guys, Go back to Monday when I didn't think it was possible. I told my kids last night, this goes to show you that it's the last 100 meters of the race that can make or break it. And sometimes during that last 100 meters, maybe you're not gonna make it. But when your friends who are really good sprinters are willing to carry you on their backs, like that's what you guys did for me. I could never say thank you enough. Tell me what videos you want me to make, whatever it is I could possibly do for you. What education do you want from me? How do you want to be entertained? Guys, I could never say thank you enough. So my thank you in 2022 is me endeavoring to make this channel better, to make this channel everything that you guys deserve, because I feel like I owe you the world for making 2021 one of my best years ever. You've taken this idea of having a reseller YouTube channel and you've turned it into so much, not only for me, but for my family. Those of you that have sent things to the P.O. box for me, for my kids, for my husband, those of you guys who have befriended us in chats, invited me on your shows, come on to my show. If you've commented, if you've liked, if you've subscribed, if you've done anything to lift up or elevate this channel or myself, thank you. You have made this year an absolute blast for me, and I cannot wait to go into 2022 with you guys. I'm wishing you the best new year. I hope it's every bit as awesome as every single one of you guys are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. And remember, say it with me, treat your business like your business.
Alrighty. It's Strickland.